going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 25 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down part 1 of the Sugar Rush promo, which is live right now. We're going to go over everything that you need to know about it, what you need to do first, including how to claim up to 5 free 98 overall players. Let's go ahead and jump right on into it. We're going to start with the welcome pack. When you open up the welcome pack, you're going to have 2 MUT tips in there. You don't need to worry about those because everything that's in there I'm going to explain in this video. You're going to get 55 carats. Now, this is going to be the alternate currency that is featured within this program and the driving force to upgrading free cards, to earning free packs. So you're going to want to try to get as many carats as possible, and we will show you via house rules how you can get an unlimited amount of carats to eventually upgrade a bunch of free players. And speaking of upgraded players, Andrew Whitworth is going to be one of the 98 overall players that you can upgrade for free. He is a featured welcome pack player. No idea if we'll get a second welcome pack player in part 2 of the program that can also be upgraded, but if you go into the upgrade path of the Andrew Whitworth, as you can see here, he's going to be starting at an 89 OVR, and he's going to have all day baked on for 0 AP in order to get him all the way up to a 98 OVR, which can be done today if you want. It's going to be a lot of grinding to do so, but you certainly can do it. You're going to need a total of 8,350 carats. So this is one of the potentially 5 free 98 overall players that you can receive for free. Real quick, just want to shift directions. Your second opportunity to pull a golden ticket is going to be this Saturday, April 12th, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. It's going to work the same way it worked for the first opportunity, which was last night. You have this bundle, if you will, and you shouldn't be opening up before 11 a.m. on Saturday the 12th. Once you open it up, you're going to get 10 packs in there, 10 opportunities to pull a golden ticket. Very, very slim chances of doing so, but if you do, congrats to you. The majority, if not all of you, are going to get very small amounts of quick sells in those 10 packs there, but Saturday 11 a.m. Eastern Time is going to be your next shot at a golden ticket. All right, let's move on, continue with the Sugar Rush content. So we have a field pass, we have solo challenges, and within the solo challenges, again, multiple part program. So right now you can earn at a max 65 stars towards the milestone rewards. And if you scroll through, wow, this screen is really, really bright blue. When you scroll through the rewards, you're going to see that you can get all the way up to tier 4, which means you have 300 carats that you can earn, a small basket, which is going to contain a random egg or eggs, and then also a 90 plus B&D Sugar Rush player pack. Now, when part 2 of this program comes out, I'm guessing that means we'll have a second sequence of 65 additional stars, bringing us to a total of 130. And to fully max out the rewards, you need to get to 120. In part 2, you're going to be able to earn a small basket, a medium basket, and then an additional 200 carats. Now, with the carats currency, you can actually earn an unlimited amount of it if you want through the college overtime house rules. So this is a unlimited event that you can play through. You don't have anything that you need to enter the event. There's no entry fee. There's no set number of wins that you need to acquire certain rewards. Basically, every time you play it and you win, you're going to get 100 carats. If you play the game and you lose, you get 100 coins, and you can just play it over and over and over again. It's available for the next 12 days. A little under that now at this point, but it's a super quick game mode. Like, these games often aren't going to last more than 5 minutes. And, you know, I don't know what the competition level is going to be in it, but I think for the most part, the average user shouldn't struggle to get wins in this game mode unless you're just incredibly bad at the game. No offense to you out there if I'm speaking about you, but overall, this is going to be the #1 spot, the best place to go through and play to earn that carats currency, because you're going to need a lot of it to claim all of these free 98 overall players, but you can obtain these players without having to spend your money or your coins and just simply playing the game, specifically playing through the college overtime. Now, if we head on over to the Sugar Rush Field Pass, this will be an additional place where you're going to be able to earn the carats currency, and there is no premium option on this Field Pass. I'm actually kind of surprised at that, given that this is normally a pretty big promo. And if you scroll through the rewards, they are going to vary between small baskets. You got some 90 plus packs in there. You got more carats currency. The free player packs eventually go up to 92 pluses, and at the very, very end of it, you do get a 95 plus B&D Sugar Rush player pack. For all of the players in this promo, they will likely also, excluding the LTDs, quick sell for that carrots currency. So it is another way that you can essentially convert training over to carrots. If you want to buy cards and quick sell them for carrots, you can do that. We'll show you that when we get to the store and talk about the auction house and the cards in the catalog. But you're going to be able to earn those various things. Now, at a level 11 within the field pass, you're also going to get a 95 overall Aaron Glenn. This card, much like the Andrew Whitworth in the welcome pack, can be upgraded to a 98 OVR. So this is going to be player number 2 out of the potential 5 that you can get to a 98 overall for free by playing through and engaging in this program. To earn XP within the field pass, simply just playing the game is not enough. You have to specifically knock out the objectives that you're going to find within this field pass. Again, because it's going to be a multiple part promo, you're probably not going to be able to get to that Aaron Glenn until next Thursday. You're not going to be able to max out the field pass until next Thursday. But for now, the objectives that are available are playing through your solo challenges, completing Sugar Rush player sets, knocking out statistical objectives, pretty similar to every other promo that's been existing in the beginning of Madden Ultimate Team until now, and then winning games. And the win games can count both in offline and online game mode. So online head-to-head, you got seasons, you got ranked, you got MUT Champs, Gauntlet. Offline, you got solo season, solo battles. It does say the All-Star Athletes event, which is expired and no longer a thing. I'm assuming that winning games within house rules, and you do have to have 2 Sugar Rush players in your lineup for it to track. I'm assuming wins in house rules will count towards this grand total of 24. I could be wrong. If you guys can let me know in the comment section. I obviously haven't had time to go through and play a game just yet. And as far as getting the 2+ players in your lineup, you got the free welcome pack player. There is a 1 coin pack that gives you a 90+ B&D Sugar Rush player as well. So a very easy and quick way to get those 2 players in your lineup. The final objective is specific to house rules in the college overtime and just simply playing 10 games. You don't have to win, you don't have to lose, just competing in 10 games. And I'm going to guess that you're going to have to complete the game. You can't just go into the game and back out, but playing in the games will give you a 95 overall Sugar Rush B&D Nico Collins. So he's going to be the 3rd player added with Andrew Whitworth and the Aaron Glenn that we've already showed you. Nico Collins will be the 3rd player, and he is also, like Aaron Glenn, going to start at a 95 OVR, but using carrots currency, you're going to be able to upgrade him to a 98 overall for free. Also, if you load up your Season 7 Field Pass, yesterday we got Week 3 milestone objectives, so there's XP, a little bit over 105,000 XP that you can earn towards the Season 7 Field Pass. Today we do have, under the Programs tab, a Sugar Rush section, and it looks like for now, rushing yards with 2+ Sugar Rush players in your lineup will get you an additional 57,000 XP and a non-B&D 90+ Sugar Rush player pack. Again, this is a pack. If you get something good out of it, you can make some coin off of it and sell the card, but if you get the bare minimum, you get a 90, maybe a 95. Remember, all Sugar Rush players should be quick selling for that carrots currency. This is another way to go out and get that currency for free. Now let's talk about your Sugar Rush players and how to get them. So there's going to be a 98 overall champion fantasy pack. They snuck in an extra card in the champion and hero packs, which I'm not a fan of at all. And if you want to complete them, you're just going to get a fantasy pack that lets you pick the 98 overall champion of your choice. We'll show you all of the cards in a moment. To complete this set, you're going to need 3 95 overall Sugar Rush heroes and then 3 additional cards from any program at a 95 or 96 OVR level. You put the 6 cards into the set. In return, you get a fantasy pack that allows you to choose a 98 overall player of your choice. We will be doing a video later this evening going over all of the 98s and the best abilities to use on these players. So if you're going to redeem this set, or you're going to claim one of the 2 free 98 overall fantasy packs that are going to be found in the store, we'll show you those in a moment and talk about those. If you're going to claim those before part 2 comes out, that video should help you out on the best players and the best abilities. If you want to get any of the 95 overall heroes, they do come with baked on abilities. They're not the greatest of cards attribute wise, but 3 92 overall Sugar Rush players and then 3 additional 91 to 92 overall players from any promo will get you a 95. Of course, you can always complete this set to knock out objectives and build out 95s to help you complete the 98 overall champion set. There are lower overall exchange set as well, and for 2 92 overall Sugar Rush players, you can complete this up to 7 times. You're going to get a mystery basket. Again, again, in that mystery basket, it will contain some type of egg. You're not guaranteed anything amazing, but you might get lucky. I know for me, I will probably complete the set all 7 times because one of the funnest things about this program are going to be the eggs that will hatch on Easter Sunday on April 20th. And by the way, while we're talking about eggs, it doesn't appear that anywhere in the game, and they might change it up for part 2, but it doesn't appear that there's hidden eggs anywhere in the game. That is something that we've seen in Sugar Rush promos in the past. A really fun part about the promo, in my opinion, and it is missing this time around, so that is disappointing. Now, as far as the 99 overall LTDs and 98 overall champions go, they all have baked-on abilities that are going to cost you 2 AP to equip them, and at this given moment, you cannot remove them or not equip them. So if you're going to use any of these cards, you just basically have to allocate at a minimum of 2 AP out of what you're allowed on offense, which is 9 ability points and 12 on defense. Hopefully at some point soon EA changes it so where you can take these abilities off, because I know for me, for example, right, like I would like to put this Deshaun Jackson card on my team, and when we go into his upgrade path, you can see that it's going to cost 0 AP for Deep Elite, but 1 AP for Ankle Breaker. I don't really care about Ankle Breaker. I don't really want to spend the 1 AP on that ability, but I would love Deep Elite for 0 AP. So this card is going to be overly expensive because it's an LTD, but now, you know, you have to kind of equip some of these abilities that you might not really care for. So hopefully EA changes that. Now, on the good side of things is that these cards do have a ton of additional options at 0 AP. So if you go to the last 2 buckets on the champions or the LTDs, you're going to see everything that's in there, assuming that they meet the threshold based on their attributes and their archetype on the card. They're going to get those abilities for 0 AP. Now, those 0 AP options are supposed to expire on April 22nd. I don't know if it's going to be similar to Ring of Honor, where these abilities are all going to go like to 1, 2, 3, 4 AP, or if they're going to stay like Ring of Honor and for the most part still say 0, with the exception of some. We just truly don't know. But on these cards, the last 2 buckets are going to give you your best options for abilities. Now, if you work your way backwards, there's still a ton of 1 and 0 AP abilities within all of these buckets in the catalog. Now, you got to be careful because, for example, if I go to Deshaun Jackson, it would appear that he would get tanked for 0 AP, but I feel pretty confident that Deshaun Jackson is not going to have 87 trucking. So even though you see some of these things in the catalog, that doesn't necessarily mean that they get access to those abilities based on their attributes. They would have to cross those thresholds. That's why I'm going to make a video going over all of the champions and the best abilities to use on them. But just overall, generally speaking, these cards have the 2 0 AP buckets and then a ton of additional buckets outside of this tier 1 bucket that provide a bunch of different 1 and 0 AP abilities that you might want to equip. The 598 overall champions that dropped today are going to be Breece Hall, Foyesade Oluwakin, HaHa Clinton Dix, Travis Frederick, and then my personal GOAT, the legend, Syracuse legend, Eagle legend, Donovan McNabb. So again, just like the LTDs, baked on abilities that are going to cost you a total of 2 AP. If you go through and look at them, some of them are going to be split up 1 AP and 1 AP. Others are going to be 0 and then 2. So for example, Breece Hall gets first one free for 2 AP, matchup nightmare for 0 AP. But if I go down to the Donovan McNabb, he's going to get Gunslinger and Escape Artist. Gunslinger is going to be 1 AP, Escape Artist is going to be 1, but you still have to equip those. At this given moment, you can't remove those abilities or not equip them. And for McNabb specifically, a big letdown as far as the abilities go. So you can go with things like Set Feet Lead or Pass Lead Elite and get those for 0 AP, which is huge. But if you go to the other discounted bucket, there is no Master Tactician, there's no Backyard QB, there's no Hot Route Master. So if you want those extra hot routes and then everything else that comes along with Master Tactician for 0 AP, because you have to allocate 2 AP with the baked on abilities, you have to choose Master Tactician here, which means no Set Feet Lead or Pass Lead Elite. So the way this card specifically at the quarterback position is broken down is really underwhelming and disappointing. I'm still going to try them out. We'll be on Twitch later tonight and TikTok doing a dual stream. I'll definitely be using the McNabb card. We might try some of the other cards out, but if you were looking for a new quarterback, this one for most people I mean, you can get around it with the abilities. It's not the worst card in the world, but it could have been so much better. He doesn't get Truz at all, which is my favorite ability on a quarterback right now. I do believe the HaHa Clinton Dix is the best out of the 5 cards that dropped today. 6'1", 98 speed, 90 man, 97 zone, and hit power. He's going to get Secure Tackler and Universal Coverage for 2 AP. Universal Coverage is one of those abilities that's absolutely worth it. And then in the other discounted buckets, you got your choice of a bunch of things. You don't really need to use knockout abilities here because all of that is covered under Universal Coverage. You do want to make sure that you activate Pick Artist somewhere on this card, and you can scroll through all of the buckets. You know, you can find it here. You don't have to utilize it in the last 2 buckets. I assume a lot of people are probably going to equip Film Study on this card since it's 0 AP there. But this is going to be, to me, the best one out of the 5 champions, but we will break all of these down in totality and talk about the best ones to claim and redeem and use abilities on. Also, with these 98 overalls, there are 2 fantasy packs in the store that I will show you in a moment in which you can redeem as early as today if you want. It's going to take a lot of grinding, but you can redeem 2 fantasy packs that would contain all 5 of these 98 overalls. Those player packs should update next Thursday when we get additional 98 overall players. So if you don't like any of the 5 that came out today, obviously not a bad opportunity to hang on. And if you do go into the catalog, you can see the 95 overall Nico Collins is in there. Also, the 95 overall Aaron Glenn. To get those players, which we alluded to earlier, to a 98 overall, it is going to cost you a total of 7,010 carats. But you can earn those carats for free by participating in the program, earning the carats from solo challenges, earning them from the field pass rewards, and earning them in an unlimited capacity from the house rules. Even though it's going to take a lot of wins, you can get as many as you want by playing that game mode. Now, when you're ready to spend those carats, head on over to the store, go to the carrot store, and you have a bunch of different options. 90 plus packs, 92 plus packs, 95 B&D and non-B&D fantasy packs. And here are the 2 98 overall packs that I've mentioned several times, or at least hinted at within this video. For 24,750 carats, you can get 198 overall non-B&D champion of your choice. For 10,125 carats, you can get a champion at the 98 OVR level that would be B&D. If you're just wondering exactly what you should be spending your carats on, I know for me and the way that I'm going to attack it, specifically on my no money spent account, is every carat that I earn, I'm going to be initially saving it up to open up this pack. I will likely wait until part 2 of this program because I want to see what other 98s come out so I can make the best decision to use those carats. And again, I'm not trying to sugarcoat it and act like you can log in and get 5 98 overalls for free, but you can earn 5 98 overalls for free. Aaron Glenn, Andrew Whitworth, and Nico Collins will all be earned from the field pass, from house rules, from the welcome pack, and you can upgrade them to a 98 with those carats. The additional 2 free 98s that you can earn, bringing the total up to 5, will be these 2 fantasy packs, but you're gonna have to grind out the game a lot. So if you can get all 5 of them, that's a W for you. If you want to prioritize one over the other, these are the main 2 packs that I would focus on because you get your choice of the 98s that you want. And if you do want to spend carats on the mystery baskets, the eggs, here are your opportunities as far as the best ones to open up. Mystery will probably be the most fun. It's going to give you a shot at some of the higher, the higher eggs, the higher OVR rare LTDs. But you do have the extravagant basket and the excellent basket that you can also open up here. These do not refresh. If they were to refresh, I'm assuming there would be something on here saying that they're going to refresh like they did with Presence and Zero Chill. I don't see anything on these. You don't either as we scroll through them. So I would assume once you knock out these limits, if you do knock out the limits, that's going to be it. If you have a ton of free training that you earned from the roster revolution glitch that took place roughly about 8 days ago, here is your opportunity to spend it and convert it over to the carats currency. So there's no direct to training directly to egg pack that you can open up in the game, but 30,000 is going to give you a 90 plus Sugar Rush player, and these Sugar Rush players should quick sell for the carats currency. Do really love the animation on there. So this is going to be your best way to convert your training, whether you've been saving it up or you had a bunch from that glitch, to carats. So you just open up this pack as many times as you can afford it and then quick sell everything. Obviously, you can sell the higher overall cards. If you happen to get lucky and pull a 95, 98, or a 99 overall LTD, you can sell those for coins and then go from there. But this is going to be your best way to transfer over training to carats. Outside of the carrot store and the training tab, there is a Sugar Rush section within the store. So if you want to spend money or coins, you have these options. I never recommend dumping your coins on packs. They're just never worth it. But if you do want to spend money, you got a handful of options here. A $50 pack that's going to give you, I'm assuming, a 50% chance. Nope, it's only a 30% chance. So you have a 30% chance at the 99 overall LTDs that are in packs right now. There's a $10 pack. There are step offers that look like they will allow you to spend both coins or money, so that's up to you. I probably won't engage in any of these packs here. I just don't think they're going to be worth it at all. And also, again, don't forget you do have a 1 coin 90 plus B&D Sugar Rush player pack. This is the easiest way to get that second player from the Sugar Rush program in your lineup so you can go start to knock out those objectives. And just like the non-B&D cards, the B&D ones will also quick sell for carrot currency if you want to go that route. So that is the program in totality. I like some of it, don't like a lot of it. No hidden eggs is a disappointment. Not being able to remove those baked on abilities is a super disappointment. Hopefully they change that for the better there. But I know College Overtime House Rules is one of everybody's favorite, and the fact that you can play it over and over and over and over again and earn unlimited currency if you want to me, is a W, and there's some good free content along with the program. So go get working on everything that we discussed in this video to earn that free content. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.